Ladies and gentlemen, they didn't think it could be done. They didn't think it could be done. But today we're going to talk about how Hitler ties directly to the Roswell UFO crash. It's simpler than you think if you define simple as fucking insane. Okay, alright, picture if you will. 1945, World War II is all but lost, you're Hitler. You're Hitler. Now, you, as Hitler, don't want to lose the war, but what are you gonna do, kill yourself? Are you gonna shoot yourself in the head like a little loser baby? Little little coward's way out? Little coward? No, I'll tell you what you're gonna do. You're gonna pack up all of your military resources and you're gonna book it to Antarctica, the last unexplored, unclaimed frontier on Earth. So, you being Hitler, establish a military encampment near the South Pole. Fuck, we gotta go back farther. Okay, the Vril Society, that was a thing in Victorian times. No, Vril Society, fuck. No, pause, rewind. There's this guy, I'll put his face and his name up, but Aleister Crowley, that's his name. His wife started channeling what seemed to be an occult creature like an alien or a demon or some weird ghibli thing. So Aleister Crowley's wife starts getting all alien-y, and Aleister Crowley goes to Hitler and his SS and is like, hey, I'm the alien things. Now, Hitler and his SS were already very interested in the occult to begin with. They were traveling around the Earth trying to gather occult artifacts and shit like that. So it's entirely possible that they find the schematics for an anti-gravity vehicle, or they, I don't know, maybe Aleister Crowley's wife has a vision of it or something. I don't know. One way or the other, Hitler and the SS, the Nazis, they build this anti-gravity thing called the Bell. Now, the Bell can't do a whole lot. It can only really just hover and fuck with gravitational fields around it. And actually, the first time that they turn it on, it disintegrates everybody. But they are able to combine that with an air vortexing sort of thing to create a flying saucer. You seeing what I'm saying here? They aren't able to really fully get it up to speed until they flee to Antarctica after the war is lost. In 1946 or so, America and 4,000 troops go to Antarctica in Operation High Jump. Now, there's theories that Operation High Jump was actually a mission to find and jump over the ice wall, like the flat Earth ice wall. That's a whole other thing. We'll get into that in a later episode. Operation High Jump, they go down, they're gonna attack the Nazis. America is outclassed. The Nazis wipe the ice with the Americans. The Americans have to hightail it back. The 4,000 troops have to hightail it back. But probably America set up a couple of military installations, maybe under the ice in some collapsed caverns or something. That means, if we can assume that the Nazis had this technology, perhaps then the crash in Roswell was not aliens, it was piloted by a Nazi officer or a Nazi militant. We can then kind of think, okay, so the government created two stories. One for the layman who doesn't, a normal sounding one, like, oh, it's a weather balloon, okay. And one for the kook about aliens and shit. It wasn't aliens. The United States snags up that technology, snags up the wreckage of this saucer and starts back engineering it. But the Nazis are already the technological leaders at this point. Oh yeah, in order to buy into this, you have to assume that Hitler is alive. So yeah, the whole thing about him moving to Argentina, all the Nazis going to Argentina, makes sense because Argentina is real close to Antarctica. So probably, I don't know, that seems to line up. In 1952, 2. At this point, the cat's kind of out of the bag. Hitler doesn't really have a need to hide his technology anymore. So they make a big show by buzzing the Capitol with their saucers in a Nazi formation. Eventually, America does, probably in the late 50s or 60s, at some point America does perfect their saucer technology, the backwards engineered saucer technology, but it doesn't really matter because, like, at that point, the Nazis are the technological rulers of the world and have infiltrated every aspect of every government and are planning to stage an alien invasion, in which case Satan and the fallen angels will come in and save them from the aliens who are actually just the Nazis and the flying saucers, and the fallen angels will welcome Satan to the throne in Israel, and the temple is rebuilt, and there's a 7-year period of tribulation before a battle at Armageddon and 1,000 years of peace. So that's how Hitler is linked to Roswell. Buy into that, because that is the first stepping stone on this conspiracy theory trail. Thanks for watching. Next time we're going to talk about probably 9/11. I don't know.